Hey everybody, welcome back to That's Brilliant with PC. I thank you for watching my channel today. And actually, I wanted to create an additional video to share with you some things that I learned today regarding creating greeting cards using Canva and Printify. So the other day I actually created greeting cards in both Canva and Printify, but I learned how to make the process a little bit more easier because I was almost recreating the design in Printify. And I'm not sure if you watched the video, but when I was in Printify, I wasn't really thinking through the process, but I was having to use their editor to create like the text and the inside greeting and all that stuff, and it was a little difficult. Whereas it's a bit more easier in Canva to do it. I figured out how to make it even easier. So anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of tips that I did learn, and also as far as editing some of the images. So when you are, and I'm using ChatGPT to create the images, right? So when we download the images in ChatGPT, it actually creates it. It actually downloads as a WEBP file. And even though Canva recognizes the file, some other tools don't, like Printify doesn't and stuff like that, because you actually need it to be a JPEG. So what you can do is use this tool called um, Pixelide, I guess, Pixelide, or what have you, and you can convert the WEBP to a JPEG converter. So all you would need to do is just, go over to your downloads folder, or if you're on a Mac, you can go here to recently downloads and just drag and drop the file. So most people are familiar, like even if you're using Windows Explorer, you'll just open that up, or if you're on a Mac, open up your downloads or wherever the file is and drag and drop it there. And then once the file is in the platform, if you would, all you need to do is hit convert to JPEG, and it just does its thing. This is free, as far as I know. And well, let me actually do a batch download, if you would, or conversion. So I was able to like take so many of them and pull them over, and it converted them. I'm not going to do that right now, but yeah. And so after you download it, then you'll have that JPEG file. So back to here. So when you pull the file in, and I'm just going to use this as an example. So just say, for instance, I um, am taking the file that I created and move it over. So I'm just going to use that. Let's just use that as an example. Now, the positioning of the file, because like the right hand side of the page is going to be the actual front copy. So this is a cover. Let's just pretend this is a cover. You could do one of two things. You could take a line and uh, do something like this, move it or flip it 90 degrees, and then find that when see the cross point, you could align it with the, what is it, vertical, and then you could just make your whole line so you'll know where this image ends, or where the divider is. That's what I'm trying to say. Or I'm going to take that out because you don't want to forget to do that. Or you could actually stretch the image out and you can see the line, the vertical line there. So I don't want to stretch it out because it's going to cut off, because actually it's in crop mode. But I want this image to expand just to the far right hand side. Okay. So what I'm going to do is click on the image and I'm going to hit edit. And this is only if you have Canva Pro. So if you have Canva Pro, you can use this tool called Magic Expand. And what it'll do is allow you to expand the image out either way. It's not cropping, it's expanding. It's going to kind of use its magic, if you well, it's magic expand. It's going to use whatever it does in the background and expand it out. So I'm just going to make sure I find that. Maybe I didn't. I was going to say I could find that little um, invisible line, and I just messed it up. Let me do it again. So I'm going to do this and just drag it out all the way out. And then I'm going to hit expand. When you hit the expand button, it's going to stretch it out to fill in that particular part. So we'll let it do what it do. And it'll give you like 4 options because it kind of stretches it out a little bit. So see how that did that? And as you can see, it kind of tries to, um, I'm laughing because I guess that's sitting on the table, those cups or whatever. But anyway, so you can find the image that best suits you, you know. So like it tries to add on something. I think that looks very weird. Like, what is that? But that might work. Or this one, even though both of them are sitting in the water in their row. But hey, you know what? Enjoy your life. So anyway, the gist of it all is that I'm trying to expand it out to the the portion of the card that I want it to be. Now, as you can see, if you can see this one right here, you can tell that it's not expanded out all the way. So what I would do is now select the image if I can. Let's close that out. Oh, I'm sorry, you need to hit done. So I selected what I wanted. So I'm gonna hit done, and now I need to expand it out a bit so that it gives me the line. So I could pull it out like that, which works, and it doesn't crop the image if you would. And so now I have a beautiful front cover, if you would. And then I'll just duplicate this to make the back cover design. Or, you know, you could just put whatever you want, right? And so now, and then I can hit print with Canva just so I can get a preview of what it looks like. So I can see, yes, this is how I want it, and that's how it's gonna look front and back. I don't know if that's just oh, this is an invitation. So don't mind that. This is an invitation card, so that's why it's kind of looking like this. So this could be an invitation. You could just put some words right there. So whatever you choose. But for the purposes of this, let me see if I can change it over to green. Let me see, card. Let's try this. I bet when I do that, it's going to mess up my image, but we'll see. It's going to be, well, it didn't. Okay, so let me move this out. Well, this is the first one. It's not what we're working at. So you need to be on folded cards. So now when I look at it, let's just try, I think that was image number 2. And then the inside, we'll just kind of play with what I had. And now I just do this just to see what it's going to look like. So that's what the card looks like. Now this is not, well, I could use that, but you can see. So the inside and here's the outside. So now that we have, let's just say the inside and the outside working, how we want it in Canva, what I'm going to do is go ahead and hit share and download. And I'm just going to download them individually. So I'm going to download page 2. And I'm going to just make sure it's PNG. I'm going to go ahead and expand it up to as far as it goes. And go ahead and hit download, and I'm gonna just do it again. I could have selected both of them and downloaded them both at the same time. I just didn't want to deal with the zip file, so that's the only reason why I'm doing it individually. And I'm gonna do the inside. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you what I learned. It's just so simple. So now I want to go ahead and create this card over in Printify. So let me get rid of this now that you've downloaded it, you can go over to recently download history, or if, like I said, if you have Windows or what have you, then you could go there and pull that in. So I'm just sorry, I have a little Midwestern Southern accent. Um, I can't find that file. So let me just go over here and go to PNG. I think that's the inside. Let me see. So my library. Okay, let me get the external one. Yes, that was the inside. But I think you see where I'm going with this. So let me delete that. So interestingly enough, I am using the multi-card package, if you would. So it gives you 5 different cards. So I'm just making a set. So you'll have to see like at the bottom, like, okay, so this is the inside page. So now I'll just pull in the inside, but you'll see where I'm going. So since I downloaded that whole file, all I have to do is stretch it out, expand it or fill it so that it'll fill in the inside, if that makes sense, without having to recreate my design. That's what we need. So you can see that it is not expanded. So what I would do, the image is not expanded on this template, so because of the purple line. So what I'm gonna need to do is go up here and select fill to placeholder. And if I hit fill to placeholder, then it expands. Now I'm gonna have to move this down a little bit because you don't want any purple showing. So now you have that as the inside. So that's card number 1 inside, and then card cover. I'm gonna have to pull that image in. I don't know which one it is, but we'll just work with what we have. So let me go to my library. That did not pull in what I needed. Yes, it did. So there it is. Obviously, I need to rename my images. But anyway, so you have this, and now I'm going to go ahead and hit fill to placeholder, and see now it covers all the purple. So card 1 inside, card cover 1 inside. So now all I need to do is go over to preview, and as you can tell, there are these would be the other cards if I did the same for the next 4. But at least you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. And also so that would be the outside, and oh, this is the cover view. So this is the cover view, and then this is the inside view. Okay. So I could actually, let's just say I want to sell this as a set, which this will be easier. So I'm going to just, no, I'm not going to apply to all areas because that would not, well, let's just, I wish they let you apply to all covers and not all areas. So I'd have to just repeat the same thing to just make it a set. I'm not getting ready to do that right now, but I think you get the gist. So yeah, that was so much easier. That was so much easier, wasn't it? So I didn't want to just make a long video, but I just wanted to show you how you can take your images from Canva over to Printify and just place it properly, because you already have the front and the back, as long as you have it aligned properly. Make it, your cover, and then do the inside. And now you have the format and the, what do you call it, the font and all that, the style that you like. Doesn't it make sense? So anyway, I hope that was helpful, and I will be back for a little bit more. But I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and make sure you make a comment. Let me know if there's anything you want me to teach you, or if you have any questions or anything. But thank you so much for watching, and I will be back for some more. Bye-bye for now.